Alrighty guys, welcome back to another ARK stream. I know this is like my third one today. I didn't really feel like streaming anything else today, other than Overwatch earlier. Might do another Halo stream after this, because one of our new members for Primal Esports for the Halo team decided he wanted to get on, and actually just messaged me on Discord, asked if I would join him. Said no, I just started the ARK stream, so I'm going to hop on afterwards. I'm going to play with him, so this might be a little shorter stream than usual. And Split Rice, who decided, the one from the Call of Duty team, decided he also wants to be on the Halo team, so he's going to join us for that as well. Halo practices are going to be every Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be... So every Saturday we'll do a Halo stream, starting at 8 o'clock, obviously. But for right now, I'm getting on, doing the stream, and then I'm going to get on with them, and we're just going to pretty much play to play, and I may stream it. So what we're going to do for this stream is we're just going to breed up a bunch of rock drakes. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Please tell me it was a lower level one. Yeah, it was one of the 95s. I can go get a new one afterwards. Okay. 95 one looks really cool. Okay. Behavior, disable wandering. Behavior, disable wandering. Move them this away. Leave that one there. Okay. That's that. Alright. Now let's go check for more eggs. And we're gonna hatch those, and then I think the stream is probably gonna be only like 10 minutes, really, or 20 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna stream as long as I thought I was going to, because I really feel like getting on Halo with them now. So we're gonna switch over to the Halo stream afterwards. I was gonna do a lot more than just get the rock breaks, but we'll save it for the dark stream tomorrow. Oh, look at that! For once, one of the actual mess was working like it's supposed to. I think. I don't think it's a simple spawn, is it? No, it's a normal one. It's working like it's supposed to. Oh, and there's another egg. There's some loud music. Holy shit. That music is blasting into my nostrils and blowing my brains out here. There's another egg. We're level 55. Not much higher than the others. Okay, so I can probably pick up those simple spawners while I'm here. Although I might as well leave them for now. It's just 3 extra nests, which is why I'm going to place 3 of them. That's not the end of the world. Because these nests are now working correctly. Whatever update ARK just had, I guess, fixed them. Because ARK did update. No, mods updated, not even the map, but ARK itself updated, and I guess for some reason I fixed it. just going to take all the rock drake eggs. And they would go eat the lower level ones or feed them to something. And we will hatch the higher level. So let's switch to level 50. Did I just see a wyvern in here? I swear to God, it's just something flying. There better not be a wyvern in here. They're not supposed to spawn in here. Or really near here, period. Closest area they're supposed to spawn is the edge of the desert. Oh, you know what? It might have been that moth over there. That might have been what I saw. Get a wyvern, we're just seeing it flying around over here now. Not a damn thing in that one. What about that one? Yes. I think that's a 155. I can't really read it. It always shows 55. And there's some of the something this. This one is a 95. Let's just go. There's some high rock drakes in here right now, though. These levels are getting higher and higher. 165. I'm missing a few nests. There's other nests in here. It's the other side. This way. Yep, there's one. 150. It's going down by 10 levels. There's one. Way 95. It's 20. It's crap. That's a 20. It's also crap. Once rock drake eggs spoiled already in my inventory. What the hell? That's a level 20. That's crap. That's also a 20, and that's crap. That's... Okay, I need to get around them somehow. Come on. No, rock drake, go away. I don't want to have to kill you. Although you're probably the crap. No, you're a 95 level. Killing you may actually be a bad idea. Because then you won't lay any more eggs. 95 isn't too bad. You're only 50. Okay. Let's make a run for it this way. Check these nests over here. Probably isn't any. Nope. Okay. Just double check up over here. No, I think I already got the eggs from over here. Just double check I got all the ones across. Nothing. Here, nothing. Okay, no more factory right there from there. That was the wrong edge of the checked. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all the mess. How is there a trike up here? explain that to me. Oh, because it is attached to the rest of the floating island. I don't think it was. Okay. We're going to go land over here. Teleport back to base and start incubating these eggs. And sort through them. Okay. So these eggs started spoiling for some reason. 100, 95, 50, 95, 150. Didn't we have like a 155? I don't know what happened there. So that's a 50, 95. We'll eat this one. We'll hash the 95, see 150, and then the 100. There. 50 there. And the 295s. So it says need care yet or anything? 7 minutes, okay. Let me see if I can set up the animal tender to take care of them for us. We can end stream and move on to Halo. So any kibble for fuel. So does it need kibble? No, because it's activated. It doesn't even tell you what the fuck it does, which is what's confusing. Wait, what happens if I pick it up? Will it tell me then? Does it tell me in its inventory? Yeah, collects items from dinos that produce them over time. Can use tech generator or any kibble for fuel. Automatically use fuel. Okay, that's not what I need then. I need the one that imprints for me. Acts as a feeding trough for babies. Imprints on nearby non-adult dinos. Requires giant bee honey. Does not claim newborn dino. Okay, it needs giant bee honey. I know it's activated. Let me pick it up just to double check. It tells me the same thing. Place preserving salt in inventory. Can use tech generator or honey for fuel. Fuel with no power is available. Made by non-adult dinos. Acts as a feeding trough for babies. Okay. So I had it right. It doesn't need honey. So I can take all this and throw this in here. Let me check the radius on it. Show range. Are they within it? Yeah, they're within it. Okay. Hide range. Mutator. This needs element charge, doesn't it? Where's element? Maybe he wants element shards. Okay. I'm gonna make some element shards. That way we have that ready to be able to mutate them and breed them afterwards. Let me up. Thank you. Top over. Throw this element in there. Make element shards. We'll make 25. There we go. 2,500 element shards. I just realized that red and green Christmas colors. I didn't even do that on purpose. It's just those were the only artifacts we had. We just so happened to place them in that order. Please almost unincubating. Yeah, so we can hatch those before I get off. Oh, requires 10 element. I didn't even realize it said 10, that's why. Okay, let me come back over here. Shove this in here. Rectal. And there. So that's enough for 3 pulses. Sure, I can get more element real quick if I open up the crystals we have from the gotchas. And actually, let me set. I think 2 of them are set to make gotcha dust, or element dust. Let me set. Not with all, but one of them to make that. It's a reduction element. Reduction element. Reduction element. And reduction element dust. Raise graphic skill up. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna alt tab here a second. I'm gonna stop the scrolling button. There you go. And where's my macro? There it is. Because that will make this go a lot faster. I'm gonna just F9. Oh hey, it's magic. Alright. Crafting skill. 9. Cancel that. Let me. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick you up. Didn't mean to pick you up. You can go back there. Let me pitch you. That's only ramshackle. Your freaking craft skills through the roof and you're only making ramshackle. Please, die in a fire, gotcha. A bunch of these in here. So I completely forgot I could use these as fertilizers to get those crops going. We don't even need to worry about the gotcha to get fertilizer, or the Phiomia to get shit to make fertilizer. Because we have infinite supply from these, of better quality fertilizer from these owl pellets. So that's just a few less that I can be using for loot crystals. But then again, these gotchas can also use stone, so I don't need to be using these. If their crafting skill is high enough, they'll make ascendant gear even with stone in their inventory. Oops. Wool. And this is one of the baby ones. No, sorry, dude. No hablas español. I'll speak English. I don't even know if I said that properly. That's how bad I am at Spanish. I mean, you're welcome to stick around. I don't know if you can understand me at all. They have everything they need. Okay. Cannot open them all right now. Let's see. Did we get anything good? No, we didn't do that. There we go. Okay. See, they even poops them, which is funny. But they poop very little bit of it. Okay. There we go. I like these guys better than the bigger gotchas. The bigger gotchas just take up too much room. Especially because you have to keep them separated, otherwise they're unhappy. You gotta keep them in like pairs of two, male and female. And you can't have two pairs close to each other, or else it counts that as a group, and then it's weird the way it works. Like, nobody, or the wildcard developers, nobody said nothing about you had to pay attention to how they feel. It's just a mechanic that they kind of threw in there and like said, here, figure it out for yourself. And it's based on the faces that they make and if they'll look at you or not and all that. And if they have the weird sparkly shit on their crystals. Obviously, if they have the sparkly shit on their crystals, that's just an automatic guarantee that they're happy. And that means they'll make ascending gear or whatever their crafting skill allows. Okay. Let's try not to eat one of these eggs this time. And then after this, guys, I'm going to end the stream and go switch it over to a Halo stream. Which all that means is I'm going to disconnect my headset, plug it back into the Xbox within like 10 minutes to do it. Change the titles of the streams to Halo, or something for Halo, and then restart the stream. And that's it. Because the other guys are waiting. Or one of me to join, rather. I don't think they're waiting. Holy shit, something tells me I got triplets and twins out of a lot of these. There's no way I didn't. Okay. So I wasn't kidding when I made the title Rock Drake Army. I was actually planning to hatch like 20 different eggs at once. But we only found so many eggs over there. But it worked out in the end anyway. There's a million different Rock Drakes. Where's the rest of them? There's one. Okay, are we missing any more? Is there any more that got away that I didn't claim? I don't think so. I think I claimed them all. Pretty sure I claimed them all. Okay. Behavior disorder. Behavior disorder. Ooh, seems like they're glitched somewhere. One stuck under here. Right in here. Ah, there's two over there. Okay, I'll get them afterwards. I really need to crack. I don't know which ones I did already. Just have one. Yeah, these were definitely twins, each of these. Possibly triplets with the other ones. Because you notice these two purple ones are exactly the same, and the two green ones are exactly the same. Which means they're twins, and if those two were already done, that means this one's tick. Yes, okay. Okay, so stop that one from following and move over here. Then stop the front moves from following, and then move here. I'm trying to separate them enough that they don't get stuck in each other when they grow up. But they're still within range of the animal tender thingy. That'll imprint on them for me when I end the stream. Let me get off. Did I get on Halo? I mean, I could theoretically leave ARK on in the background. But then that means I'm going to have to stop ARK anyway and restart it afterwards to get my audio to go back to my headset. Did I leave an egg in here? No, it's just bugged. It's weird. Pick it up and put it back down. Why don't I do that with all of these since they got damaged? Because it will repair them. Yeah, it's a little cheaty, but these are just the eco RP stuff. They're really cheap to make anyway. And they're not really an overpowered item like turrets or something, where it matters. Okay. Now to get the stuck ones out. I'm being stuck. Come on, walk this way, little guy. Why are you going all the way through? I'm over here. I'm over here, you little genius. Just wandering why. To stop it from following, and then there should be another one over here, yes. Let me move this weird thing over. Damn it, I'm like stuck onto that. Oh, what the hell? Thank you. There we go. I'll just park you right there. Favorite disable one. I like the colors on this one. Red, green, and blue. But I love the look of the feathers on this one. I just got the pink kind of rainbow tinge to them. This guy has it too. But this one looks better. He's got yellow with him. Yellow with the black. Non-negotiable. His name is becoming Bumblebee. And then when we get a yellow mech, we're also going to get Bumblebee. Because of the Transformer. For both reasons. Okay. We add in here, and we will also stop them from monitoring. I think we'll give them a mutation effect on the raid. Is this pulse? Yep, you see there, you got it. Everybody has it, I think. Nope, you were spared from it. You were spared from it, you were spared from it, you were spared from it. Okay. It'd be funny if you breed the max. I'm pretty sure I can make, even though it's a non-breedable creature, I'm pretty sure if I put the potions in inventory, it's gonna be cheaty as fuck. If I get two mechs, I'm 90% sure I can make them breed. It's gonna be funny if I could get that to happen. It might not, because I gotta be in it for it to work. But I'm pretty sure I can find a way to make that happen. I am crafty and intuitive like that. Alright. So we'll have a rock drake army to pick from when we're done. And we'll just put whichever ones we don't use right away until we need them in cryopods. Like our Quetz, who is currently frozen in time. In the cryo fridge. Right there. Until we get a platform saddle and build on him. In which case he's no longer going to be able to go on a cryopod. I'm pretty sure. I would just throw a saddle in there for now as well. Where did I put? No, wait. Pokemon thing. That's this thing, right? Yes. But we make any legendaries yet? No, we need 500 for a meal. 2,000 for Primal Kyogre. What about for Mewtwo? Probably 1,000, yeah. Wait, 2,000 for Primal Kyogre, but only 1,000 for Mewtwo. Isn't Mewtwo supposed to be like one of the most powerful legendaries? 2,000 for Mech Mewtwo, that's why. 100 for you. Okay. Your deck goes only 110, but he's not a legendary, he's a fossil. Wasn't there, I swear to God, there was other legendaries besides Articuno, Mewtwo, Mech Mewtwo, and Primal Kyogre. I swear to God, I remember seeing Zapdos and Lugia and Groudon. I know for a fact there was a Groudon. I remember seeing him. Did he take him out of the mod now? Well, that fucking sucks. You know what he should do? He should do a, goddamn, I can't remember the name of it now. Pokemon that Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, that's what I'm thinking of. I had to go through the evolutions to remember the name, because they all rhyme. and Tyranitar rather. Tyranitar, you should add and have him be the full, like, size that he was in the original Pokemon. Where this thing was, like, freaking almost the size of Groundon. Where he's freaking huge and, like, the size of, like, big skyscrapers. He should do that and make that the size of the Tyranitar. So he's, like, he's pretty much the size of, like, Godzilla in the newer movies. And just, like, have that be the Pokemon. And have only like a few of them be able to be tamed for the server at a time. That way you don't have everybody having one right outside their base and towers over the freaking map. Because not only would that not fit in people's courtyards around their bases, it would also be like in the way and give away where your base location is. And probably block turrets from shooting at enemies that come too close. And then that way they can use your Tyranitar to prevent getting shot, and then they can just run up to the wall and throw out C4 and there you go. Base destroyed. But that would be cool if I have a giant Tyranitar. Because I still want a giant freaking creature that takes up like a quarter of the map with how big it is. Whether it be a Pokemon or Godzilla or freaking Godzilla. I know I thought Cheese was working on one a while ago, but it turns out he was actually helping somebody else with it. But they never actually released it. I'm so hoping they release it at some point still. Okay, so y'all are all good, right? You're just peachy. Yep, you still got 7 minutes and 1 second on yours. It's already imprinted on the once, right? You got it. Okay. This one will take care of y'all just fine, I think. Pretty sure. I mean, you're not starving yet, so you must. You know what? I'm gonna also give them each a stuffed potion that'll fill their foods. So I don't need to worry about any starving while I'm offline. I didn't think about that. I should have done that before. Because last time I tried to breed something, I think it was the owls. I hatched all the owl babies, all the eggs from leaving the... I left the owls on wander for like 3 days. I had just let them make a shit ton of fertilized eggs and had the AA egg collector pick them up. And that way I could hatch them at a later date, and that's what I did. I hatched like 30 shoulder owls at once, and the only reason I was doing that was so I can just line them all up in a row and let them make a shit ton of the owl pellets, which I'm thinking I might do that again, since I fucked that up the first time. But the thing that happened was I forgot to put food in their inventories, and I left it up to this thing with the meat in its inventory. Not the nest, the weird thing. Why am I stuck on you? You know what? Can I put you in a flower pot again and then put you in the fridge, because you were just weird and annoying. Because your hitbox and everything is weird. There we go. This thing here, I left it up there to feed everything. It's supposed to work like a trough, and it didn't freaking do its job. So all of them ended up starving to death in like 20 minutes. So I left the base. I think I did that on stream too. I left the base to go do something, and then we came back and they were dead because I forgot about them. And I was like, where did all of them go? And then I had to scroll through my kill feed on my tri-blog to find them. And I was like, oh, yep, they died. So that's what happened to one of those. This is why we don't have them. This is why we don't have nice things. Because I leave them to die and starve to death. I'm probably worse than Riot at taking care of his baby dinos. Or taking care of baby dinos, very good. Especially since or at least I remembered to put down something that works like a trough, expecting it to take care of them and feed them, and then, wait, you know why they probably starve to death? Now that I think about it. It's even though it's supposed to work for babies, it doesn't. It doesn't specify that the trough function works for babies. If I remember correctly, it's a default ARK thing where it cannot be changed, where the feeding trough will not put food in babies' inventories. Only, I think, juvenile and up. Which is why it doesn't do it. That's why they starve to death. Ah, I remembered. I remembered something that ARK does. You would think I would have remembered that off the bat, considering I have over 11,000 hours. But for those who don't believe it, I'll actually show you. Whoops, wrong thing. That's the Discord. I'm getting off right now. I'll be on tomorrow. It's very much late. Alright, they're getting off anyway, so we're going to stick on ARK for the stream. We're not going to get off. We'll continue doing the ARK stream then. But like I was saying, for those who don't believe me, over 11,000 hours logged. 11,374 hours logged on ARK. That is just on this PC edition. I also play ARK on the Xbox. There's no way I have the same amount of time on the Xbox one because I maybe have a couple hundred hours logged, maybe, because I remember I've spent like 3 whole weekends, Saturday and Sunday, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock the following morning on ARK on the Xbox for like 3 weekends in a row, and then a few hours during the week here and there for those 3 weeks. And that's about the most time I've spent on the ARK on the Xbox edition. And the only reason I've played that really is because I'd gotten it for the Xbox when it first came out in early access, and then I still got the collector's edition even though I already owned ARK for every console and everything and PC, because I wanted the stuff that came with the collector's edition. But that's besides the point. I got that because I mainly got it because a bunch of my friends don't have PCs yet and they play ARK on the Xbox, and that's why. And so I play, when I do play the PC edition, so I'm playing it with them, or the Xbox edition rather. So if you ever see me or my Xbox gamer tags, it's showing that I'm on ARK and I'm not streaming the PC edition, I'm streaming the Xbox edition or what have you, or even if I'm not streaming. And you log onto the PC servers, you check and see if it shows that I'm on them, and you don't see me on them. That's why I'm on the Xbox edition. And I'm probably on a PvP server, soloing as the Alpha Tribe. Usually that's what I do. My friends all make their own tribe because they get on before me, or I get on before them. And I make my own tribe, and then, for whatever reason, I make my own tribe. I solo, and then I just ally with them. And pretty much both of our tribes become the Alpha Tribe within usually a few days. Not even. I remember on the Elder's Ark server I used to play on that I had streamed on a few times, I built in the cave on Ragnarok, the shadow cave where you can't really see in it. I built in there just a rectangular base. It was a rectangle within a rectangle, pretty much, and it was like a cage base layout. So you had to break through the outer base to get into the inner base, and then pretty much like one of those weird Russian egg doll things. And the way I had that set up, there was turrets inside as well, and everything, and then I had my crafting tables and all that lining the walls of the inner chamber. So those were added protection in addition to double walls, triple walls, and all that I had done on both the outside and inside layers. And long story short, I had people coming in, raiding me left and right. Nobody could get past my turret towers to even get to the base, except for one person. And they got close enough to, they had enough C4 and tech storage to waste to break through the freaking like quadruple layered walls on the outer layer. On one side, they got in, they crouched or what have you to get in because they did it under the foundation. If I remember correctly, they broke the foundation. Actually, not. Even though I sunk the foundation, they broke it somehow. Probably blast radius of the C4. It wasn't the walls that broke, it was the foundation. They got in, crouched, slid, got in, and then instantly got molested by a shit ton of turrets that I had lining. In between each crafting table on the inside, I had a turret, heavy turret, and a tech turret, opposite of it, on the opposite wall. So no matter where you blew in, you were getting molested by turrets from every angle. If not from the turret towers outside and the turrets lining the ceiling of my base on the outside, it was from the turrets on the inside, in between the outer and inner layers. So, yeah. If you better believe if I'm playing PvP and I'm not on like my server here where it's boosted enough that I can afford to make enough turrets and pretty much make whatever base layout I want, I usually build smaller, condensed, and extremely well defended. And you better believe if I'm solo, if I raid you, you're not going to see it coming, because I'm going to bullshit to the end until you don't think I'm going to come and get you, and then the second your back is turned, you're wiped. And you better believe too that if you see creatures missing from time to time that are able to be picked up, yeah, I swooped into your base, took a little bit of damage on my flyers, picked up your tames, dropped them in the ocean, or if they died without any indicating as to how they died, I dropped them in the lava on Ragnarok in the volcano. And if I yeah, and if you get if your tames are still there but your walls are blown into and everything, and there's no indicating as to who did it, I took the time to make a Ascendant or get the blueprint for an Ascendant shield, usually metal or riot, and then I took the time to did what I needed to do, all crafty like, to just bomb rush to the side of your base, and then I just blew in and went from there. And so you won't even, I'll sneak in and out like a ninja, blow into your base, you won't even know who did it, because it won't tell you in the tribe log. Because I would not have died, and I would not have killed anything. I would have only broken in and broke your inventories. So you want to go on a walk. You want that. See, how am I imprinting just by hitting E on them, even though they want to go for a walk? Is that because of this, the tender thingy? Because it told me that he wanted to go for a walk, but it let me imprint on him by hitting E. I'm so confused. Is it because I didn't give him care the first time, and so he wanted, it was like it stacked for some reason? That might have been what it was. Alright, but yeah, since we're not getting on Halo, we're gonna continue playing. We're gonna go on a quest to the beehive that we were planning to before. Actually, we're gonna wait until one of these are grown that we can ride and go over there. In the meantime, we're gonna make some trank arrows. I need to remove that temp marker, because that was when we were looking for that rare sighting that we couldn't find. Oh, both the Desert Titan and Forest Titan are spawned right now. You guys want to try to fight them and tame one? Shit, I don't have a flyer to go for the Desert Titan. You can go for the Forest Titan, or try it anyways. I don't think Godzilla's gonna be able to do it. I don't even know where the corrupted things are on him. Shit. I don't even know where the corrupted things are on the thingy, on the Tree Titan. I think a flyer might be best. We're gonna take Godzilla with us in our Pokeball thingy, just in case. How do we have him? But I don't think he does enough damage to be usable for this. Crap. Let's make a nap time dart real quick. I think we only have like 30 minutes until it despawns, and I don't even know how long he's been there already. Worst comes to worst, I can use the spawner, or walk over to the spawner and tell it to spawn it again right away. If we get too late. Rather than us waiting for it to spawn again. There's nothing but roll. Because it's not like I'm cheating to cheat, it's still going to be a wild Titan spawning the same way it is right now. It's just spawned sooner than it would spawn again, because if we have to wait for it to spawn again, it won't spawn again, I think, until tomorrow morning. Or, yeah. So it won't spawn until probably 2 a.m. It's 11:20 p.m. by me right now. So 2 a.m. by me would be when it would spawn again. So we're obviously not gonna stream for like 6 hours. So, or 4 hours. So we're not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna drop this. That's a really garbage pick compared to whatever we have in there. So let's see. We need to get a flyer. We need nap time darts. That's what we need. Let me see if I can. Do we have enough owl pellets? Yes. Let me throw a bunch of these in there for fertilizer. And so, let's see. Okay. Do I have narcoberry seeds on me? Yes. No, that's the snowberry plant. This one was the narcoberry one. There we go. And we'll start making narcoberry very soon. Let me also put, let me go back up there and just get like a bunch of them. Because I'm going to put in each of these crock pots while I'm at it. Whoops, you already had, didn't you? Okay, you don't get any more. Oh, you already had in your inventory. Alright, never mind. You already had fertilizer, and you wonder why that plant never died. I was wondering what was going on with that. I didn't think it had fertilizer left. These are all already had fertilizer. Alright, so let's take the trike here, or no, not the trike, we'll take the chocobo. The chocobo should already have a bunch of ARK berries on him when I used them before he gathered some. Yep. Let's see, we should also be able to make this. No, we need more rare mushrooms. Let me double check that he hasn't spawned yet. Yes. But why is a forest titan showing that he's in the desert? The desert titan showing over there. They're not spawning where I set them to fucking spawn. The forest titan is supposed to be spawning in by. You guys can't even see where I'm pointing. So I don't know why I'm pointing. But the desert or tree titan is supposed to spawn in the redwoods, or that's where I set them to spawn. And the desert titan is supposed to spawn in the desert. Why is the forest titan in the desert? The desert titan is almost the ice biome almost. That's weird. Especially since they're not supposed to leave their zone or near where they spawn. And they're supposed to remain in stasis until attacked, I'm pretty sure. Like the same way they do when you summon them. They pretty much stay in stasis, not attacking nothing until you attack them to initiate the fight. What are we looking to make? Narcotics, so we can make more naptime darts and go get a flyer to use. Did we not just take the narcotic, yeah, we took narcoberries still. We don't have narcotics yet. We need to make the narcotics first. Okay. So have you guys ever heard of a show called Archer? I remember my older cousin, he's like, I think he's almost 30 now, told me about it like a couple years back. If I remember correctly, he used to watch it all the time. I completely forgot about it. I never really looked into the show. He said it was funny. Obviously, Rick and Morty hasn't came out with their next season yet. I've got nothing better to watch. I've ran out of anime and shit to watch, so because there's only a new episode of what is it? The time I was reincarnated as a slime, which is like fucking funny as hell. But they haven't. They release an episode every Monday, so I'm out of episodes on that during the week. What did they just drop? Nothing. The wire just like slid over and hit my foot. I thought my freaking Tegu came out from burmation and just like ran over my foot. Every time something touches my foot, I think it's my Tegu, who I haven't seen in like 4 weeks now. I'm 90% sure he's in burmation, hiding in my clothes closet in the bottom. But when I cleaned out the bottom, at least all on the right side, as much as I could, I didn't see him. So I don't know where he is right now, or where he's hiding, where he could fit. I can't think of any place else he could fit to hide, other than behind an Airlonder's cage, which I could easily see just by looking around it. And under my bed, which again, could easily see by taking a flashlight and looking under it. So I don't know where he went. I'm hoping he shows up when he gets hungry and thirsty. And I'm hoping he's just like he got a little cold, so he went into burmation, so his metabolism slowed down. Which is why I haven't, considering the metabolism is slow to begin with, that they're a reptile. Just like how snakes usually only need to be fed every 3 weeks. Their metabolism is just almost as slow as the snakes, so it's a little faster. So the fact that he's in brumation means it got slowed down a significant amount from that, which means his metabolism is probably about the same, if not slightly lower than a snake's, or a snake's normal metabolism, which means I probably won't see him for another week or two. Either A, he warms up because the heat in the house, the thermostat, I turn the thermostat up to try to warm him up and get him to come out that way, or his metabolism finally catches up with him. He gets hungry and thirsty, and then he comes out. I either catch him by his water dish, or he comes over to me looking for food. And in which case, I'm gonna lock him in the whole walk-in closet is actually his enclosure, because of how big he's getting and how big he's going to be. He's going to be over 6 feet long. He's already probably about 3 feet, I would say. And so, yeah, when I got him, he was already about 1.5 feet. So I just made the walk-in closet his entire enclosure. The only other thing I have in there is a shelf that's above where he can reach, and that's just got my 3D printer on it and some storage, and that's about it. So he's got his basking spot, his dig box in there for humidity and all that, and a reptile humidifier aiming into it, and his water dish, kind of like how a dog has a water dish. He's just got a reptile one that's kind of like a ramp where he can walk up into it and through it if he wanted to. Same thing I have my bearded dragon's one, just much larger. And then he's got his basking spot with UV and heat and all that. So he'll come out eventually. And when he does, I'll just lock him in there instead of letting him free roam my bedroom, especially during the winter. Because, and I'll just have to make sure I shut the door behind me. Because that's what happened. Originally, he did this once before, and he was gone for like almost 4 weeks. This was like at the start of the winter. I couldn't find him, and I was getting really worried. And then he finally showed up one day, and I was like, as soon as I found him, I locked him in that closet. And then my dumbass forgot to shut the door behind me one day when I went in to feed the snake. Which, because the snake's little, that's the other thing. That's the only other thing that's in there is the big bookcase that's pretty much, that I converted into the red-tailed boa's enclosure. And that's just vertical in the corner in there. So it's only about, it's not yay wide of an enclosure. So a little wider than my computer monitor here is which is about 16 inches, I think. So I'd say it's about, I want to say it's about 3 feet wide. So it doesn't take up much room in there, in that big walk-in closet. That's his enclosure. So it only takes up about 3 feet in the corner worth of floor space, for footprint wise. So that's the other thing that's in there. But I went in there to feed the snake. I forgot to shut the door behind me. I wasn't paying attention. He felt like he was going to go for a walk. Decided while I had my back turned, he was going to run out, and he ran underneath my bed. Couldn't get him out from underneath the bed because I can't fit under there to grab him. As tall as I am, as long as my arms are, I can't reach to get him. And it's not like, as tame as he is, I can't just grab him by his tail and pull him out when he refuses, because he'll turn around and bite. Even though he's like a puppy with scales, he's not that tame where you can just yank his tail and he'll be fine. So that didn't work. He got under there, and then I completely forgot he was under there, that I was supposed to keep an eye out for him to come out. He came out when I wasn't in my room. I'm pretty sure it was either when I wasn't paying attention or when I wasn't in my room, and he ran out and hit in another spot, and I hadn't seen him and that's what happened, where now I haven't seen him for almost 4 weeks, I think. So I'm hoping he shows up soon. I don't even remember. See, these are the things, like, nobody's in the chat room for me to talk to, so I'm more or less just describing and narrating what I'm doing here on ARK. And then my one thing jumps to another in my brain, and I completely forget what the fuck I'm talking about. So I was just, like, talking stuff about my Teguzilla. Yeah, his name, he's not a Teguzilla, that's his name. I named him Zilla. And then I named my Nile monitor King Ghidra, which I think is how it's pronounced, which is the 3-headed dragon that fights Godzilla, which is also in the new movie. He was in the trailer. But yeah, since they're both big 6-foot-long lizards, The only one that doesn't have a kaiju-related name is my blue iguana, which I named Mr. Meeseeks after, obviously, Rick and Morty. But Mr. Meeseeks is a fucking asshole. I can't take him out. He won't. When I do get him out, usually I have to reach in 2 hands, grab him, pin him down, take him out of the cage, and then I have to let him sit on my arm, whip me a bunch of times until he finally gets it out of his system, and he tires himself out. Then he calms down and is fine to chill with me for a little bit. But then after like an hour or so of sitting with me, he's like, I've had enough. I gotta put him back in his cage, or he will bite and whip and all that. And he huffs and puffs like he's breathing heavy, and I don't want to give him a heart attack, so I put him back in the cage. But something tells me this iguana is going to be a fucking handful when he becomes older, because he's going to go through that rough streak for puberty when he gets really aggressive. And if he's already aggressive like this as he is, and he's only about a foot long, and he's really thin and tiny still because he's a baby, so once he hits like juvenile, well, he's technically a juvenile right now. Once he hits adolescent, which is when he goes through puberty, he's going to probably be about 2 feet. His teeth are going to be a lot bigger, and he's going to be a lot more aggressive than he already is. So in which case, I'm going to have to, obviously, at that point, he's going to be 2 feet. He's no longer being in the mesh cage that he's in, because he's in a similar reptile breeds enclosure to what I have my chameleon in. He's just in the XL size right now, with a perch in there and vertical. So he's going to have a big, almost 6 foot long enclosure, what have you, similar to what I have my now monitor in, when he's fully grown. Problem is, when I have to feed him and go in the cage to give him food and everything, just imagine even a 2 foot long. It doesn't even need to be the full 6 foot long. Freaking iguana. I do not recommend, I cannot express this enough, do not, if you're looking to get an iguana as a pet, get a rock iguana. Do not get any iguana, red, green, or blue. They're all the same, just different colors, because they're different locales and genetics. They're all, red, green, and blue iguanas are all species of iguana. They are the most aggressive, other than a Nile monitor, they're like the most aggressive big lizard you can get. And they are unbelievably hard to tame. 90% of the time, you cannot tame them whatsoever. You can make them semi-tolerable to you if you get them when they're really, really, really young and raise them up like I'm trying to do. But they will never be tame. And those tails can hurt. I got whipped. I think I posted a picture, if I remember correctly, on Twitter of when my Nile monitor hit me with his tail. The Nile monitor's tail is a lot wider than what the iguana's tail is. The iguana's tail, towards the tip of it, it narrows out. So the whole bottom half of the tail is even more like a needle whip, where it's, obviously it's not needle thin, but it's about the width of a crocheting needle, if you've ever seen one of those, like the ones you hold in your hands, the big ones. It's about the length or width of that for like the bottom half of the tail. And just think that tail alone is about 1 foot to 2 feet long. And the tail is pure muscle connected straight from the spine and everything on this big muscular lizard. Imagine getting hit by that, or just right across the arm. That hurts a lot, and I guarantee you, if you don't get really bad black and blues from it, it's because you're going to be bleeding, and it swells up before it gets black and blue, and you'll have like internal bleeding from it. If your whole wrist doesn't get broken if it hits you across the wrist. So do not get an iguana. Get a rock iguana. Their temperament is similar to Argentine black and white tigers, where they're pretty docile and a hell of a lot easier to tame. But never get an iguana. The only reason I got one is because I'm prepared to deal with the aggressiveness and everything. I'm used to dealing with it, especially with my Nile monitor, who is now like he's semi-puppy dog tame. He's puppy dog as long as I'm the only one around, and I'm slow. As long as I go slow, I pet him. I let him like sniff me first, notice with his tongue, notice it's my hand. I make a fist so he doesn't see my hand is open. So if he sees my hand is open and he sees he might be able to fit in his mouth, he might try to bite. I've just noticed that because that's how I got bit last time when he mistook me as food. My hand smelled like a rat. My hand was open because I had hand fed him just an hour or so prior, and I didn't wash my hands afterwards. So my hand smelled like a rat, and my hand was flat, and I pulled it outwards, and he got me right on my wrist. Not even my hand, but he got me on the wrist, in between like my thumb and the wrist. So I've noticed that my hand to fist, he can't. If he were to bite, it won't hurt as much. He can't get his mouth around my fist. My fist is too big. So he'll have a hard time shutting his mouth, and he'll realize it's my hand, and he'll let go, which is what happened when he bit me last time. Instead of yanking away, I let him notice it was my hand, and he let go after about a minute. And so there wasn't too much damage. Had I tried to yank my hand away, just a good amount of the flesh across my wrist would have been torn off, because their teeth are rear-facing and serrated. Which I'm pretty sure iguanas are serrated. I don't think they're rear-facing, though. I know iguanas, I'm 90% sure, are serrated, though, as well, because they are herbivores, so they need the serrated for chewing the leaves and everything in plant matter. What is this? Gaia level up counter. Use a creature's inventory to apply a level up counter that keeps track. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, I need this. I'm going to make one of these. It's good to have in our inventory. I'll make a few of these as well. Okay, let's get nap time darts. I forgot about what we were doing, guys. My bad. I got distracted. Talking about reptiles. Which I guess that's semi-relevant considering most dinosaurs were reptilian, and dinosaurs are an ARK. So it's pretty good. Okay, so we're all short ARK, which means that's all we can make right now for dart-wise. Let's go get a Pteranodon or something. Let's see, is he still on the map? Yes, good. Something tells me, because especially since they're not in the zones that they're at, these ones will stick around for a while. They're probably not on the 30-minute timer that I set them to on the simple spawners, because they're not spawning in their zone that they should. If they were spawning in the zone that they should be, then I would know that they're from the simple spawners I had placed and set to spawn them. So I'm pretty sure it's just a Gaia mod is for some reason spawning them around the map on their own, or on its own, like it would the other creatures. Okay, so let's go get a flyer that we can use for this. Hopefully we don't get that dino ball bug when we throw the dino ball out, because there's a weird bug where if you take the dino ball out of your inventory, you drop it by accident, or half of the time, sometimes you don't even need to do that, and it will, and you just go to get your creature out of it, it will for some reason spawn another creature that was put in a dino ball, but didn't belong to you. So like, let's say I put my Godzilla in a dino ball, someone else on the server put their Dodo in a dino ball. Sometimes it bugs out, and for some reason, when I use my dino ball to get my Godzilla out of it, their Dodo will come out of it, and when they use their dino ball, my Godzilla will come out of it. And when it does that, they're also glitched where they're kind of invincible in God mode. They cannot, and I could like force claim it and get on it, and then use God mode, and then use the God mode command, and then use it again to force disable it, and it still will be infinite health. Everything, it can't be killed. It doesn't even take damage or damage implication whatsoever. And it's just really weird. What? You're just a dreadful raptor? I thought you were like a raptor from... You're the one that made the noise over there. I was like, I thought you were Jurassic Park or something where you made that noise. It's at the law officer that made that noise. Okay. You look really cool, but you're from the ARK After Earth mod, which is the Roya creatures, and they are not movement speed levelable, and they are lower than vanilla stats for some reason. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to go try to find another flyer. Why are there so many compies? Oh my god. It's just like a compy orgy over here. I was going to look for a normal Pteranodon, or Jurassic Park Pteranodon. Or even a Tapijara. What is that? You are a ghastly copy. You're a female divine Triceratops. Or Pteranodon. Let's try taming you. You'll be good for this. So what do we get from killing you? Oh, you just have souls. For both. That's cool. So I guess those are meant to be for new people to kill. You're only level 55 though. Good thing I have XP potions. Let's see. Famish elixir. Prime meat. That is what they eat, right? No. Or they eat them. No, they do eat prime meat. It says it on the thing. There we go. I'll name you Kringle because you're red and green. And it's Christmas time. You guys can go ahead and comment what you want me to name him though, and I'll change the name. Do I have what I need for Pteranodon saddle? Yes, I do. What about Divine? Do they need a special saddle? No. Okay. So it's just Pteranodon saddle. No. They do have a special saddle. Divine Pteranodon saddle. Right here. Where is it crafted at? Gaia Shrine. That's why. Okay. Just teleport you to base. You quick. Whoops. Come on. Land. Whoops, not new greenhouse. You're just on the edge of it anyway. So I need to teleport you to new courtyard. I need to change the name to just courtyard. We no longer have our other base's courtyard there. It's now set to the. It's now named barn because we moved our base from there. So now I'm just using that as dino storage. So I like the area, and I don't want to. And I think we might move the base back there again at some point. Because I like that floating island. It's still a little laggy from time to time for some reason though. Which is why we're not moved back there yet. Well, if I could ever figure out what it is that's causing that and fix that, we'd be able to base back there. Maybe. I'd actually make that saddle while I'm here. Saddles. Divine. Where is it? Yeah, I think it's Divine, right? One Petrodon saddle, there we go. I have a Pteranodon saddle in there. Is that not? You know why it is? For primitive Petrodon saddles. Is there other versions of the Pteranodon saddle? I'll just make one of each of these and see which one it takes. It's still telling me that I don't. What is going on here? There's 3 Pteranodon saddles in there. Is it because of Dino Overhaul X where it changes the name or something of the file path? Is that what that is? This is weird. I mean, I'm putting a Pteranodon saddle in there. It's got Pteranodon saddle. Why? Can I make one of these that way? These also need try. I'm so confused. Why is it not letting us craft this? What about for these other saddles? Seasons Divine, Heavenly. There's no Heavenly Pteranodon. No Demonic Pteranodon. There's no Dreadful Pteranodon. So it's only the Divine. But why can't we craft it? And why is there Divine Rectangle to roll Divine? I'm confused. It has Pteranodon saddle in there. Well, I want to take it. You have a Pteranodon saddle. It's not reading that I have one in there. It's so confused. Okay, so I guess we can't use that China on them, guys. Or you know what? I'm gonna take the resources that it needs. What do we need? And I'm just gonna despawn it, and I'm just gonna cheat spawn a saddle. Because I think Dino Overhaul X is affecting that, and that's why. So even though we have everything to make it, so fiber 200. Okay, 231, whatever. Hide 400. Okay, hide 400. And metal ingots 20. Okay, so we have all those resources here, guys. So we're going to take them all. We're going to place them all in here to delete them from the map, from the world, along with the other turned on settles that are just not working with. And we put those in there. 400 hide. And 200 fiber. That was everything, right? Oh, the divine soul is stimulated. How many divine souls? 5. Okay, how many do I have on here right now, too? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put those other ones in there. Okay. So we're just going to do this. Delete everything. That's gone. And we're going to cheat spawning the saddle that it's giving us a problem making, so we can use it. So we can use our Trianon. I'm Trianon saddle. Quality. Turn that. I think, what is the default? 10 or something like that? I don't know what the default is. I don't want to set it to 1 and have it be below what normal would be. Oh, it makes it descend as 10. Whatever. We won't worry about it. I was going to upgrade it in the upgrade station anyway. It shouldn't be that bad. It's only 150, so it's a little better than. It's about 50 better than what primitive would have been. So, we're not going to worry about that. It's for a good cause. It doesn't matter. Well, we'll count it because I deleted the other two. I had made the other 2 Tyrannon saddles for it anyway, and I deleted those as well. So, but we'll say that it counts. It warrants it. Where's our Tyrannon right here? Let's use this on you. Boost your levels. Movement speed. I don't think he gained his XP from this yet. Did he? Yes, okay. So. Need up stamina too. Quadruple XP. Oh, it doesn't give them instant levels, it just gains it from whatever sources. Hopefully the Divine Tyrannon doesn't kill the damn Titan with the fire. I didn't realize he did a fire attack thing too. We may actually lose him here if we can't glitch out from underneath him. Let me put 10 of these on him just in case. I was thinking we would have used the baby Zilla to tame one, a Titan when it spawned, but our baby Zilla got killed a while ago. You are a divine too, aren't you? Yes. So we're probably better than equal showing for us. Okay. There we go, a bunch of levels. Now we got another XP potion. Melee, 5,000, up stamina. And we'll up his health on the next one. Divine Shine Horn has been spotted. Latitude 45, latitude 45, Thunder Falls. We may go over there next. I want to eat them, thank you. So I can get out from here. So let's start heading towards where Titan is. Like I said, the desert or tree Titan is spawning in the desert for some reason, whereas the desert Titan is out over the ocean. I think that's the Great Plains. I want to say it's the Great Plains. Although I think Great Plains is right there in between the red. No, he's over there by the bees, or it's in between the red area and the snow area there. Which I feel like that area. No, it's not. It can't be, because that area there is the cherry blossom area, which means the either the desert Titan is over. No, that's on the edge of ice. No, the desert Titan right now is over the hell biome where element is mineable and corrupted creatures spawn and all the weird, overpowered, dangerous creatures spawn. It's like the danger zone. And by where the bees tag is for when we're gonna go get honey and all that is the plains biome. So apparently the tree Titan despawned. Now, well, that sucks. Okay, let's go check out the desert Titan then. I know for a fact how to tame that with him. I've never done it with a Pteranodon. Actually, I have done it with a Pteranodon before. I'm straight out lying if I said it. It was ridiculously fucking hard though. So we want to do that with a top jar normally. We put stimulative. Here, they really should not have the sedative and stimulative looking the same, with just slight different shade of green. Because that's how you mix them up and end up knocking yourself out instead of gaining stamina. What is that creature? It looks cool. It looks like the freaking brute wyvern, but with a weird horn on its head. Bit of a different mod. Okay, let's go. Probably gonna just teleport us to the rock bait next one. That's a wooden spawner. Oh, corrupted creature spawn over here now? I need to set up spawners for them over here. And why are mana garmers spawning over here? Mana garmers shouldn't be spawning over here. This is not where they belong. This is not the ice biome. And gotcha pets are spawning over here. This is not where they should be spawning either. Why are there so many tech bosses? What is happening over here? Somewhere's over here is one of the spawners. And I think it might be bugged where it's spawning stuff it shouldn't be. And the only way I know of to find it is to look for. I'm pretty sure because it's in this desert area, I set it to a snowy rock, so I'd be able to identify it. But the thing is it made the radius huge, so I don't know where over here. I don't know where over here it would be. But it's bugged at spawning mana garmers, which it shouldn't be. The only other way I know how to do it would be to spawn in one place and then tell it to destroy all others of its type. But that would destroy all extinction spawners, including the ones that spawn the bosses. So I don't want to do that if I can avoid it. Because then I'll have to go around and replace all the extinction spawners. So we may just let this be a really weird, aggressive area. Scrapper, I don't remember taming you. I can't kill you. I can't pick you up. There you go. Nope. Maybe drop again. So yeah, I don't know where that spawner is, but it seems to be broken. Because it's spawning creatures that shouldn't be over there. I wouldn't mind too much if it was just spawning a shit ton of those alpha bosses, as those guys can be killed for a lot of loot. So it'd be a dangerous area where people can go and kill them for a bunch of loot. I wouldn't really care. It's only spawning like 5 or 6 of them over there. And I'm sure once they're all killed, it'll fix the spawner and they won't spawn as many at once. Maybe just spawned them over time and spawned one too many without deleting one or something like that. It might have gotten bugged at some point. In which case, if I do a dino wipe, it should fix that. But the mana garmers over there should not be spawning. That's what concerns me. They shouldn't be spawning over there near the desert. They should be spawning in the snow biome where they're set to spawn. But I don't know if that spawner is broken and that's what's doing it, or if it's the Gaia mod that's doing it. And if it's the Gaia mod that's doing it, that's a problem. I need to take up with the Gaia creator and see if they can tell me what is the code I need to put in to prevent, or what I can do, because I don't want to stop mana garments from spawning from the mod, period. I just don't want them to spawn in a biome that's not ice biome. They're an ice creature, they should only spawn in the ice biome. It shouldn't be spawning everywhere else. That's just, like, pretty much defeats the purpose of it being an ice creature. Especially when it's in the desert shooting ice breath. Because that's just stupid. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the floating islands, apparently. Come on, I'm trying to kill the thing so I can get the extra experience. I need to raise our health before we can actually fight the thing. Let me kill you, please. Thank you. There we go. Bunch of health. Bunch more stamina. I need to use that again before we can actually start fighting it. Or anything else for that matter. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost by the desert titan, who is not, once again, not spawning in the biome which should be. For some reason. And I don't have the will right now to mess around with all the spawners in the I configuration, or to go on a wild goose chase to figure out what the hell I did with where the hell I put and disguised the spawner. Maybe I should just stop disguising the simple spawners. So that way they look like an artifact that's floating there and it's easier to find them, or spot them. Oh yeah, this is on Eldritch Isle, which is the boss area thing. So this is going to be a really tough place, so we're going to get bombarded by everything else too. And it's going to be extremely hard to see where the Titan is. Other than the fact that it should have a giant freaking health bar. I also set the Alpha Titan to spawn on this island. Or excuse me, the Alpha difficulty Alpha Titan. Plus the corrupted creatures, which is why I was confused when I saw the corrupted alphas. Or Alpha Tech Rexes over there. Where they shouldn't be. So where is the boss? It's not here anymore. So much for that. You guys want to try going for the Ice Titan? I know where the Ice Titan. I'm pretty sure I can find where the Ice Titan spawn is again. I've had to find it once before to fix that one, and that one I remember where it is, and it's just not too far. Or I can try spawning the Alpha Titan. We can try fighting that one just with Godzilla. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's somewhere's over here. I set it in the middle thing, so I can just force the spawner to spawn him one right now, and then we can fight it. Actually, what is that? Is there a brood mother spawning wild over here? Why is the brood mother spawning over here? Wait a minute. Something is not right here. And our turn just got knocked out. I believe we're gonna die if I don't call out Godzilla. Godzilla, let me on you. Yeah, like if it right near this spawn. I would just like one shot it. Boss. And how's that for light? Is that, what is that? Dark mana stuff. Yep, that's what that is. What is that? Lava golem. Forgot that that was a thing in there overall. So where is our turnaround? I didn't walk too far from it. There he is. That's an Articuno now. What is a Pokemon doing on Boss Island? Okay, you got a Pokeball. I'll take you to go over since you're safer. Let's go see if we can't find where I placed the Ice Titan spawner. I'm pretty sure the Alpha Titan is just right there in the opening behind where the Focus spawn. That's what I used the landmark when I was figuring out where to place it. But I don't know. Yeah, here's the element thing. Well, we can do this over here. I know I had set these to spawn over here. I also set one other one to spawn over here. For the craft element things. I also set one to spawn. Yeah, I think I always went to set the two to spawn over here. And then underneath Blue Ob, there should be a lower level spawn for the owl pets. Yep. See, there's a bunch of them over here. And the spawner is actually right here somewhere. Where is it? Right there. Got some simple spawner and it's just set to spawn those little ice owl shoulder pets. Or snow owl shoulder pets. Okay, let's do this thing over here. Since the Titan's gone right now. And then I'll figure out if we're just going to spawn one in or figure out where the spawner is and spawn it in that way. I'm just going to start the arena, or what's going on here? Or is it going to start the event? It's supposed to start the event. Can I just bite it with him and break it away? Guess I can make damage it with him. So now is it going to start up the thing or now? No, that was you sent to it. I'm so confused. So those just broken on any map but extinction, even with some spawner right now. I thought it was just the overdrops that were broken, which is why I haven't sent any to spawn. And I only set up the corrupted element things. I thought their events were supposed to work still. But I guess they only work on extinction. Okay, it's going to be easier to spot this when I'm trying on. So let me put him back in a Pokeball. Take out the turn on. On turn on. The one that is set to spawn the ice Titan also has an artifact next to it. Should be around here somewhere, so I placed it. And it also is not disguised, so it's a difficult spot. Right. Well, place it there, I'm going to place it on the edge somewhere. Might place it up here somewhere. Now that I think about it. Okay. So where did I place it? What the fuck? Why are these spawning over here? All these corrupted gigas. I know for a fact there's no spawner set up for corrupted gigas anywhere near here. The only one I've set up and is set to spawn a few corrupted gigas in addition to all the other corrupted creatures on the Eldritch Island over there. Why are there corrupted gigas in the ice biome? And why is it spawning so many? Gaia mod dev, I think you got a lot of work to do when you have your spawn container set up. Not even on extinction is there this many gigas in one area. Especially not a corrupted. There's usually some uncorrupted and we are stuck in them because I'm not yet. Need to run. And then in addition to that, you got mana garmers that are spawning in the ice biome or in the desert biome where they shouldn't be. And that's only desert creature spawners over there. So you got some adjustments to do to your spawn containers. Because, I mean, not to be, like, demanding or anything, but that's kind of game breaking to have that many gigas in one area. Because it makes an entire portion of the ice biome pretty much useless. Because A, they're going to kill anything that spawns there, and B, you can't really, unless you're, like, on a freaking Godzilla arc, like I was about to be, because I was debating to pull it out. You can't really do anything over there because you'll get molested by all the gigas. And on, same thing with the desert biome, you got Managormers spawning there that are blocking other spawners, and they shouldn't be spawning there. They should be in the ice biome, and ice biome only. Because those guys will jump in the air and they freeze you with that ice beam. And so that's a hazard that shouldn't be in that area. So please fix that. Because I don't think I'm able to do that via the game dev right now. As far as I know, I can set them to spawn on a specific container, or I can disable the creature altogether. I don't think I can disable them from spawning in a specific area, like I can set them to spawn in a specific area. Okay, we're under ice right now. How do we get out of this? There we go. Oops. you guys know what I'm going to do? I am going to, you know, that's the forest biome over there, right? Well, we no longer have, we'll do, no, I can't use this Godzilla to fight it. I'll spawn in the Alpha Titan, we'll do that to kill the Titan. Because if we do it, if we try to tame a Titan using Godzilla, it's going to go down. It's going to go very bad. Godzilla's going to kill it. So we need to wait till we have another flyer to use. Which means getting a new, either small, normal-sized Griffin, like maybe that one there. Or another Trinidad or Tapejara or something like that. Or even the mech might work against the Ice Titan. I've heard that you can use the mech for it. Shit. There's my armor. Okay, so you guys know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come over here. Well, first of all, I'm gonna kill this damn annoying saber. That's just molesting my armor and breaking it. I'm gonna try to knock out this Griffin if I can. Because it just did a weird sand attack. Which is also something that shouldn't be happening in the desert biome, I feel. But it seems to be a special Griffin of some kind. So I'm gonna try to knock that out. It was an Apex Griffin, so it's got special attack. Damn it! What the fuck? You stay still. What's up, dude? I'm just trying to get this freaking, if he stays still long enough, Griffin, and then we're gonna, since the Titans are gonna try to fight and tame despawned on us, I am going to manually spawn with them, just for the sake of the stream, because otherwise they're not going to spawn in again for a few hours, and I won't be streaming by then. Okay, you know what? We can't tame you, we're just going to kill you. I'm pretty sure you should definitely win you. Okay, another artifact of the Devourer. Titanium, we don't need the gauntlets, okay. So let me look up the command for the Ice Titan. Or you know what, I don't even think I need to do that. I'm pretty sure it shows up in ACM now. Because, oops, the Gaia mod should add it. And that'll also tell me if the Gaia mod is spawning Titans, which would explain why they're not spawning in their biome that I set them to spawn in. Using the simple spawners, because it's not spawning them from the simple spawners, it's spawning them from Gaia using Gaia spawn containers. Ice Titan or just Titan in general should do that. Titan, that's Titan Brood Queen, that's the boss from Venom Overhaul. Same thing with Titan Dragon Titanic. And Titan 2CO. We need Ice Titan. We need the actual Gaia Titan. That's the dinosaur. Oh man, that's also not the dinosaur thing. We need Ice Titan, there we go. So, what does they normally spawn at? Level 500 or 1500 is what they would spawn on in Extinction, I think. That should be right. Spawn. I know there should be an Ice Titan. So I thought there should have been an Ice Titan. Why is there no Ice Titan? Ice Titan. Are we all the way at the bottom of this thing? Yeah, Ice Titan. The way the screen moved, it's like it's spawning one, but it's not. Which means something is definitely bugged, or there's one already on the map, and it's just not showing up. Yeah, because there's not one on the map. Okay, so we are going to have to manually do it. No, not workshop. Web browser. Extinction. Spawn. Commands. And for the sake of the stream, I'm just going to spawn in one of the Titans for us to fight. since it disappeared on us. There, no, it's not the one I used last time. The one I used was, I think, ARK ID.net. Yeah, that's the one I used. Titan, Ice Titan, Desert Titan, Forest Titan, no, Ice Titan, there we go. Okay, so Ice Titan is broken right now. Ice Kaiju. Okay, let's try the Desert Titan, guys. Let me just see if that's why. If that one works, on it just tells us the Ice Titan is bugged right now, and I need to do something with spawn commands or the INI to fix it, because that will also explain why that's not spawning. That one spawned. Okay, so the Ice Titan is just broken right now. Why is he? Why am I in him? He's like half under the ground. Is that it? And that's not even the right Titan. That's the Desert Titan. Let me remove him. We're trying to spawn in the Tree Titan, and that happened. Or that should kill. I need to tag cheat destroy my target. Cheat destroy my target. I would not be targeted by a flock right now. But I will die. And the flock is still here. Nope, flock died, okay. You know what the flock reminds me of? Rodan, the kaiju. Flying kaiju. Looks good trying on, kinda. Okay, but that's besides the point, okay. Now maybe we did spawn the Desert Titan by accident. We don't have to do the Forest Titan. Okay, let's actually go to the Redwoods for that. Or for, fuck it, we'll do it here. It doesn't matter. There's the Forest Titan, okay. Let's go get the mech suit. Where is it? That is right here. Okay. And then last remote location. The mech can level up, or am I leveling up? I'm so confused. I leveled up. Oh, apparently it's easy enough to do it with the mechs. I didn't realize the mechs were... It was so easy to do them with the mechs. Would you stay still for 3 minutes while I shoot the freaking purple off of you? I'm gonna smack the shit out of you and break them. Hey Grimace, I'm gonna smack the purple off of you. Not damn it, now we have a weird Rex fighting us too right now. But can I use health potions on him? Yes, perfect. I'm gonna say good for Mac. Damn it, we're overheating. Thrusters. Hey, you just made a clear view of your armpit. Thank you. Hey, I'm trying to help you get rid of your corrupted tumors. It'd be great if you followed me afterwards, but then you're kind of free to do whatever the fuck you want. But you're angry at me because you have these weird corrupted tumors. Is that a voice, or why is that here? Thing is, we have to do the damage consecutively before it despawns. We can't just keep respawning the node by damaging it over and over again, but not finish it off in one go. But aiming with this is extremely difficult. I feel like a Pteranodon that can barrel roll would work better for this. But our Pteranodon got killed by those weird overspawn of fucking corrupted gigas that should not even be spawning in the ice biome like they were. There's only one biome that should be spawning in that I have them set to spawn in, and that's the Eldritch Isle, which is the hell biome where all the dangerous stuff is supposed to spawn. Or over dangerous stuff. Like bosses and stuff like that. I don't think standing underneath them do this is smart, but whatever. Yeah, because then he's gonna stop. Yep. Come on, that's right, just stand still there for a minute. No, don't move! I almost had it. Don't move. Fuck, let me shoot your cancer. Let me kill your cancer. I'm gonna, if I can do this with the mech, I'm gonna change the mech's name from Optimus Prime to fucking chemotherapy. I swear to God. Or I'm gonna go tame a Pteranodon or something, I can do it, and then I'll name that chemotherapy. Come on. Eat my phaser gun thingy. Fun fact, the blaster is not actually welded to the hand of the mech. If you look closely, it's like he's just gripping the gun, but it's like for some reason when you create the mech, you also create the blaster, and it just stays in his hand forever. Just something I've noticed. Okay, so the tree titan is definitely one of the hardest to do. Then McGroot, would you stand still? Sit there playing your freaking PSP and let me attack you. Freaking adolescent Groot. It's even more creepy because the Titan always looks like it's smiling. The tree Titan. So does he only have 2 corrupted nodes? Those are the only ones I see on him. I am so tempted to spawn the... You know what? I'm gonna try something real quick. I want to see how much damage this does to its corrupted spots. I'm so tempted to bring out the Godzilla though and see how much the Godzilla will do to it. Holy shit, he trapped me. Yeah. Is this doing enough damage to him? Because I can rapid fire out of this. Because that means we can tame it on foot, but we can't do it in the neck, which is really weird. This also has infinite ammo because it's the super tech one. Damn it! What even are you? You're not even a normal Rex. Where did you come from? I'm pretty sure it doesn't do enough damage, though. And my mech just got destroyed. Now we're forced to do this up this, or go tame something and come back. Which by then it will already spawn. I can't even pull. Yes, I can see the node in it. I can't scope the node because I can't see it. If I can. Holy shit, he still got me with that, even though I wasn't even aiming in my direction. Why don't you want this to happen to you? Seriously, I'm trying to help you, you stupid ungrateful titan. Do you, like, want to live with these cancer cells stuck to you? Forever? Why can't I hit them? Or I am hitting them, but, like, why are they not dying? Yes, thank you for bitch slapping me, you freaking giant titan. I'm surprised they didn't kill me. Why is there a weird light here? In addition to the titan. There's like a green light. How is this not doing enough damage? I mean, both nodes are spawned. That's how much damage I'm doing right now. But it's not breaking them. Okay, we need a creature. There's no way to do this without it. This is going to take way too long. But let him go over there. I'm going to fly real quick and go get a creature of some kind. Skydiver, hello. Can I bully you? Beat you over the head with my fists. And tame you. And run back to base real quick, make a saddle and all that, and use that. Nope, we killed it. Alright, screw that. Let's start bringing in Godzilla. If we kill it, I will go tame some creature that will live it. And then I will respawn behind him, I guess. Did he just despawn on us? He already despawned on us. Fucking pussy, come back. He's below us. Son of a bitch. Because I might be able to one-shot the nodes with his breath attack. especially when it's down like that. Nope, but I flamed his health, which is what I thought was going to happen. My face is for attack, which is normally doing torpor. It normally does a lot of torpor less damage. So I save that because the notes are within range. Oh, Titan's gonna die. Yep, Titan is dying. Well, let's take that. We don't need any of this. Actually, we do need for our new Mac these and these and that. I don't take the limit. I don't take that. Okay, we need to get a new flying creature before we spawn again. I try to fight again. What about a rock drake with the tech set on it? We could try that, although I don't think that'll do much if that long neck thingy, or that's, whatchamacallit, railgun wasn't doing enough. Somehow I don't think the rock drakes should be doing enough. They were all like under the ground. Yep, they were all like under the ground. Which means I need to put them in Pokeballs and then take them out. Oh, still under the ground. What if I say you to follow me? You fix yourself. Yep. Now once these are all grown up, I'm going to put them all in Pokeballs for safekeeping, except for this guy, because he's another 150. Okay, what's a good flyer we can use for this? I would assume turn on Tapijara. Wait, we need more shrines before we can do this stuff. I want to say Tapijara, turn it on, maybe a Wyvern. Probably one without fucking retarded turning radius. A dragon might work. Like a smaller dragon of some kind. Let me put these ready to go real quick. I know I had a Dino Overhaul X furnace. Where is it? Because I remember going on a freaking metal spree for a trip to be able to craft that. So seriously gonna make another one. Because for some reason, I guess the world didn't save when I placed it or something. And it got rolled back when the server updated and restarted. Structures, crafting. Yeah, because the metal's not here anymore either. The raw metal. That's just fucking stupid. Okay, we'll put that in there for now. I don't need those royal plates. Let me put these in here. Start the from there now. Move this, which is the DVS this one. Put that there. How do I get two other trophies? One in each of my creature, or one in my creature, one in me. Is that how that happened? Whatever. And then I guess I'll put the tree time right here. So the creature we need is something that can fly. It's not too big. It needs to be small so we can use it to see what we're doing. And it's got to be able to do a decent amount of damage, but without killing the Titan. That's going to be a real hard niche to fill. Pretty much just a normal Pteranodon, or Apex Pteranodon, with or Tapijara with a bunch of health and melee pumped into it. It's going to be the only options really, and maybe a Wyvern of some kind. What are you? You don't even have Tranks. I need to get Tranks. Let me go back to base, get the Chuck Hobo, get Narco Berries. I had to change the teleport name still too. So also adolescents, so I can't put them in the bullshit. Alright. I feel like all the other Narco Berries now, like what the hell? For some reason, he's like only gathering Narco now, which is fine because that's all we need. That's a little over 2,000 or 3,000 Narco Berries. Should be plenty. I just somehow glitched myself all the way up there. It was not even doing that on purpose. I was just trying to climb up the hillside. why am I making narcotics? You know what else we could just use instead of this? The baits. We have plenty of meat. But I don't know what modded creatures would work on, whether it's supposed to work on everything. This should be enough for like 8 tarts. If we make it to 800, that's enough for 8 darts. It's like 100 per dart. It's 9 darts. That's 10 darts. 11 darts. Enough for 11 darts, okay. There we go. Now, we need to figure out what we're going to tame. I'm thinking normal Trino. Or we can make the rock lake head. I'll try that. You know what? Let's try that first. And then if it doesn't work, we'll try the other way. Somewheres I have. Did I place it in here or did I place it outside? I think I placed it outside. That structure crafting table for super tech. Super tech structures. I can make skins in here now too. When was the chili home with the skin? Saddles, tech, rock drake, craft. Okay. Oh, I've forgotten you can't up the movable speeds for banana rock drakes. That's stupid. Okay, so because of that, we're just going to spawn the Titan over here somewhere. So that way we don't have to look too far. And also, why is this not showing up on him? Yeah, why is the saddle not showing up? I just realized that. There we go. Okay, so it's just not showing up on him for some reason. But it is there. Okay. Okay, why is it not spawning? That's because there's already a forest Titan on the map. He spawned somewhere else on his own. It's back over here again somewhere. Let's go look for him. I don't like how you can't up them. That's weird. That's just a big pain in the ass to worry about. That's really stupid since they're not a flyer at all. You know what might actually work good for the Titan too? A mana armor. I think they spawn over here too. Or at least we found some that were spawning over here that should not have been. So, we can just get one more over here. And there's the Titan. Spawning where he's not supposed to be, but spawning nonetheless. And again, we also got a bunch of corrupted creatures spawning in the desert. Shit ton of them. And they're all these alpha bosses. They should not be spawning. Why are they here? I would love to do a destroy wild dinos right now, but I can't do that because I'm the Titan will despawn. So I'll have to do that after. Because we can't even tame a manic armor over here. With the weird bosses around. Whose base is that? This is my Edmund's base. It's his second base. Fucking hell, manic armor. Now I gotta run all the way back there. Fuck. God damn. Well, we know where they are. They're not far from the Titan. Okay. Put armor back on, and it's all gonna break by the time it's done anyway. But I have more I can put on. You know what? And I do have a flyer I can use to over there with. What's wrong with this one? Mighty Gryffindor. I haven't taken him out since we moved bases. That is not Mighty Gryffindor. You see, that's the bug I'm talking about. That is not my tame that gave me that. That's somebody else's. And it's now going to be molested by my turrets too. If they can even hit it. The movement speed is so freaking high. I just got stuck. It'll get destroyed eventually. By my turrets. Well, so I have to tell whoever it was, well, your creature kind of came out of my fucking Pokeball. Okay, so much for flying back there now. What's our other option? I can run there and get your Kobo, which is extremely quick and fast. Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. Really slow in the water though, which means we need to stick on land. How much slowest we have? Put some oxygen so you can go a little faster when you're in the water. Okay, and then once there, I'm going to put him in a Pokeball. I run on foot and just try to snipe a Magic Armor before it sees me and Trinket. And then I'll teleport to base, get a saddle, teleport back. And we'll do it all over again. And then hopefully we'll be coming back with a we're playing by them. Why, Magic Armor? Why are you breathing fire? That's the word. Damn it, Magic Armor! Oh my god! Why does the Magic Armor do so much damage? Fuck. Okay, I should have placed the teleporter over there first to get back there quicker. Because I don't feel like running all the way over there again. I'm pretty sure the Diamond Ball's gonna be better now. Where it doesn't have him on there. Let's find out. Oh, he's still in there. He's still fine. Okay, good. Goodies. Okay. Okay, what is closest to that? Community Center. Okay. I can spot him there, run there. And this time around, I won't make the same mistake. I'll make sure I throw it on my teleporter. I don't mind running there if I keep hitting trees and for some reason I get launched like 1,000 feet. It just, like that, it gets bugged out when it's gliding and it just covers so much more distance. But it's not going to keep happening. And then he also has to cross the water. You legit just stepping stone this way across. Keep showing. I should have just got full health instead of okay. Come on, get him frozen. Come on. Now there's two of them attacking me. Damn it, let him get me again when I can't heal yet. Fuck. Fuck. And every time I teleport back there, they're gonna be right there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spawn with... I'm gonna teleport over there with Godzilla. I'm gonna use his roar. That should knock them out. And hopefully I can do this all before the Desert Titan spawns again. Or Forest Titan, rather. I keep playing the Desert Titan because the Desert Titan is supposed to be the one that spawns in the desert biome. Not the freaking Forest Titan. For some reason, the Forest Titan is the one that's spawning there. Fuck, I forgot to retrieve my corpse. Corpse. And we also make a man of armor saddle in here. Might as well. Over here. And armor saddle. The ARK survival are PvP servers. I actually own them all. The map is, well, the map we're on right now is Crystal Isles. But the second server has Extinction, server 3 has Ebonus Astrum on it. And they all have the same mods on them. There's about 45 mods to custom maps, which is Ebonus Astrum and Crystal Isles. Desert, there we go. And each map has set to spawn extinction creatures. Come on, get knocked out. Thank you. Please tell me you're the one I was trying to tame. Yes, the 585. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of this in your inventory. Give you this. I'm gonna put Godzilla back in a Pokeball afterwards. I know you eat raw prime meat. Don't even joke with me here. You should be taming right now. Yeah, so why are you telling me to put food in inventory? You have food. Don't forget, if you guys enjoy, to drop a follow on my Twitch. It'd be a huge help. I'm working to move 100% onto Twitch from YouTube, because YouTube does not care about their creators anymore. They did another algorithm change that dropped subscribers and everything again. It reduced subscriber count almost overnight, and yeah, I went from 8K subscribers before the first algorithm change to 3K after it. Then they just did their second one, and it dropped me to 2K. So I am trying to move 100% onto Twitch, but I cannot do that till I have at least 1,000 followers on Twitch. Until then, I cannot move 100% onto Twitch from YouTube. So if you don't mind dropping a follow, it'd be a huge help. Also, followers get bonus content on my servers if you decide to join as well. So that's also a little perk. Alright. Do that again. There we go. I'll just name you Mana. And put that in your inventory. Put that on you. But they should make a tech saddle for the Man of Armors. Okay, so where's my Man of Armor now? They launched the sky was in here below me. Okay, good. I'm gonna throw Godzilla in a Pokeball. And I'm gonna hop on you. Increase your melee, move speed. Gonna need a big stamina boost, I think, but that's besides the point. Let's go for that desert or forest titan that's for some reason spawning in the desert. Which makes it a desert forest titan, I guess. Because I swear I have it set to spawn the desert titan. Right in that exact spot is where I have it set to spawn the desert titan. with the simple spawners. Desert Titan, not Forest Titan, but it's spawning the Forest Titan for some reason. And he just despawned. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're gonna cheat spawn him back. We went through a lot of trouble for the sake of the stream. Okay, we need to put a XP boost on you and kill something with you before we do this. Yeah, see, there's the artifact that's at the spawn, and that is the spawner that is supposed to spawn the Desert Titan. Let me double check it that it is set properly. Should only spawn. No, it's spawning Forest Titan. It should be spawning Desert Titan. Which means the other one is spawning Forest Titan. They rearranged them on me. That is weird. So the other one in the other spot that's spawning the Desert Titan is the one that's supposed to be spawning Ice Titan. And the one in the other spot is just spawning Forest Titan, but it's spawning the Ice Titan, I think. It's changed their menus for some reason. No other Titans right now. Okay. So we will just cheat spawn the thing, but first, let's get some XP. This guy needs 10 of those in his inventory, and 10 of those. Plus one, because he's going to need it in a minute. See, I like these guys way better than the rock drakes. Yeah, they kind of glide, but they do have a movement speed boost like they're supposed to. Or like the rock drakes are also supposed to be have, considering they're not flyers. Okay, stamina is up there, options up there. Movement speed is up there. Melee damage is up there. Okay. Now we should be good to respawn. So you're just spawning over here, right? So let's spawn it back there in the same spot. Yeah, we can't use a mech because, as we found out, it doesn't work very well on him. Because our mech got destroyed by the last one. Okay, we're doing a lot of damage to him, and it's probably that we're not breaking the weird corrupted humor things. It's not easy to hit. I'm trying to hit just those specific parts. Oops, I'm not going to do that. I meant to fire his ice breath, but his stamina keeps running out. You know what? I can get above him this way and try it that way. And I have direct access to the tumor. Come on, let me damage your tumors. Should be about ready to pop. Yep, you managed to bring them. Why? Why can't I damage these and break them with like anything? Do I need tech armor just to run over and melee them? I swear to God, I could solo tame the Desert Titan with the Tapi Jara, but I can't use a mana armor to ice breath these things on the Forest Titan. They just won't prop. It wasn't working with the mech either. Trying to strafe. Because there's no way we're not going to kill this thing in the process. Even if we did break one of the nodes right now, by the time I break the other one, he would die. Because he keeps moving. See, because he keeps grunting like he's getting hit. Even though I'm trying to hit just the thing on his arm. And I should only be hitting it, yet it's still damaging him too. Son of a bitch. Oh, did we get anything at least? Okay. None of this is needed. Take that though. You guys want to try the Ice Titan? I'll spawn one in right here in the desert. Stupid as it is. We'll just see if we can do that with mana armor. The Ice Titan is most definitely bugged. He doesn't want to spawn anywhere. So we'll try the desert then. I can't get out and breathe them. Come on, mana armor, let me on you. There we go. I mean, I don't think we're going to do this very well with the mana armor. For sure. For sure the Desert Titan is not the best one to be trying to use a mana armor for. Because, see, it's easy with the Tapi Jara, because what you do is you have it use the lightning to damage its own corrupted spot. And then you just use the Tapi Jara to bite it when it spawns. Which is why I was thinking Tapi Jara might work for the Tree Titan too, but we can't find one. You were dismounted by flocks. Are you kidding? I didn't know they did that. Which is all the more reason why extinction gliders should be craftable. There should be an engram built into extinction for that. Damn it. I needed this elf on the menu. We'll just kill it, I guess, at this point. I think you guys just want to do an alpha kaiju fight, I guess? Or alpha boss. We'll just try to kill an alpha boss. Whatever. We'll do that. Because we're not going to be able to tame many titans like this, so I'll have to wait till my tribe mate, who hasn't been on the server in a while, fixes his ARK, gets on, and we'll do it together on stream. Either that or one of the Primal Esport teammates is reinstalling ARK on the server for my next stream. So me and him will do it together then. On topic jars or something. I'll try to find a topic jar off stream next time I get on. So I have it for during the stream. So I'll just up melee and everything on him then, so he's ready for it. Stamina. Damn, I can just dash right through it and do a shit ton of damage. But that uses up a shit ton of my stamina. Did I just see a nest? I swear to God I did. I thought I saw a nest on the edge there. It was like maybe that was an alpha dragon nest or something. He needs more XP, which means we need to use, well, 1 XP potion left. We need to boost his experience so he's strong enough to use for stuff like this. Should be able to land on him. I know he'll do the barrel roll when I land on him, but still. If I can get some bites in, I can kill him a lot faster. I don't know why the spawners are all bugged where certain titans aren't spawning and certain ones are, but not in the right biomes and shit. That's the whole reason I'm spawning them in for the sake of the stream. Because they should all, theoretically, one should be spawning at a time on the map at any given time, and in only the respective biomes. And the alpha, difficulty alpha titan should be spawning in on the other biome, in the Elder's Isle, once a day. I haven't seen him there at all day today. So he's not spawning properly. Use my macro to just pump a shit ton of stamina into him. Shit ton of health. Some melee. There, the other thing is dead. Now, on to the next one. Forgot I can't grab all the corpses. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. It'll be extremely difficult to get into his inventory. Try jumping right here. Let's see how to move the mana armor over. And then I get off of the mana armor. Then I grapple back onto it. And I stand on his bed. Whoops. No, you damn thing. It glitches me through the body and throws me off of the mana armor. Actually, I think you know what I think it might be though. My suit's doing it. I have to take it off to try and maneuver myself onto the center of the mana armor. Or worse comes to worse, I can pull Godzilla out and try standing on his back. And that might be what I gotta do. Stand on Godzilla, ARK's back. And access the Desert Titan. There we go. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. And I don't give a damn about the rest. Okay. And we're actually going to put the armor in a Pokeball instead. And what we're going to do is I'm going to eat the body. And I'm going to pull up the crew for the Alpha Titan. Extension creature is I thought well, ARK in general. There we go, Alpha King Titan. Copy. And that should be tab sheet summon. Should spawn in if it doesn't crash the server because it froze. There he is. Why does he look like a big glob without any textures? Or he doesn't even look like he's a body. It's all weird. It's not rendering in. Oh, there he goes. You see how many times bigger than Godzilla ARK he is? Like, damn. Holy shit, he's almost flying. No, don't launch me all the way over there. Fuck, now I gotta find one and back up. Now I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get back up there. I mean, I can put him back in the Pokeball and jump back up there, but I feel like I'm gonna get hit by the Titan. So that's gonna be what I gotta do. And the ball. Jump up there. He healed himself too. Which means he's spawning the corrupted nodes I was supposed to damage, and I couldn't see them. No matter armor, you stay away from me until I can get my Godzilla back out. Godzilla didn't even respawn. There he goes. Where's my Titan friend? There he is. No, don't you dare fall down. There he goes. I feel like he's also like glitched half into the ground. And for some reason I can keep getting stuck in here. So it's not knock me back like that again. And considering this corrupted nodes are supposed to spawn below him, I'm sincerely hoping nothing spawned underground, and that's why I can't see them to damage them. I'm doing 30,000 damage per hit. Here, there we go. I think we just killed them. Or did we just push him to the next phase? Nope, we killed him. He's dead, but now he's glitched in the ground except for his spikes. Hopefully we can access his inventory. This is the thing for his hunting spawn still. There's Lionel's now. Okay, I don't think so. How do I access his inventory when he's in the ground? Do I need to do that again? His body just despawned. We didn't get anything. I need to spawn him in again. On the ground level. So we can do that again real quick. I didn't really care about the loot that he spawns. I just want the artifact. Or his mount thingy. So I can put him as a decoration in the base. Unless we were killing him anyway. There we go, she's gonna spin it again. I am stuck on him again. He's now under the ground still, for some reason. And now I'm only doing 4,000 per hit. What is happening? Holy shit, like 25,000 is what was outside. Haha, I didn't spawn you on a floating island patch or cliff this time. So you can help me back while you want, and I'll just come running right back. Again, he's under the map. So how do I access his inventory? Did the stuff go in mine already automatically? No. Tab, shoot, ghost. I'm gonna try to see. No, his body despawned again. Fuck. Let's see if I can go underneath the map and see if he's under there. But okay, whatever. I guess it just doesn't work right on extinction, or on the map without an extinction. We're gonna go back to base. We're gonna put those rock drakes in dino balls, where they should be. Then I am gonna call the stream there, guys. So we fought 3 Titan. Well, technically, what, 5? We had to do the Tree Titan 3 times. Tried to tame it twice. Fucked up. Killed it once. And then ended up killing it all 3 times. Or the first time it despawned, we killed it the other 2 when we were trying to tame it. Then we spawned the Desert Titan to try to do that one. Couldn't do it with Metagromer. We just killed it. Then we spawned the Alpha Titan twice and killed it. So that's, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times we killed the Titan today. On stream. Granted, we had to spawn them in because they weren't spawning properly, but we killed them legit nonetheless. I'm pretty sure that other rock drake is still alive somewhere. I'm not going to worry about it though. I have others. I'll find it eventually. I should have put a dino tracker thing on it. That's what I need to do. I need to put a dino tracker on all my creatures so I can teleport them to me. Let's bunch of Kobo out. Let me go in here and put each of these in a dino ball. But again, let me put cryopods just in case. I'll put like 2 of you in cryopods just to be safe. Including the one that I like the colors on it. Okay, and I'll put the others in dino balls. Okay, lock things up now. There we go. Cryo fridge, that's the 2 cryo chambers. They're filled now. I'll take the empty ones out. And then we'll put the dino balls in the dino bench. That heals them. There we go. Down here. We'll put artifact in there. Put the Desert Titan's head up there. And then we're going to call the stream there, guys. It is now 1:33 in the morning. I wasn't keeping track of the time. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, especially on Twitch, guys. It helps me out a lot. And make sure you always stay positive, be nice to each other. See you guys next time.